Hello, my heckin' homies. Working on a little something, something. For anybody that doesn't know me, my name is Christy, and this is Setting Me Up Crochet. And for all of you guys that have been around for a while, I wonder if you've seen my community page. Yesterday, that line of storms that came through Alabama and Mississippi and kind of worked its way, well, for your vantage point, it would work its way northeast up in Tennessee, which is where I am. And within about 30 seconds of each other, we had two trees that just fell. And the first one was a really big tree, and it took out the rear windshield of my daughter-in-law's car, broke her antenna, smashed up her, what do you call it, trunk, the trunk, can't think. So she's pretty upset about that, which understandably so. I mean, who wouldn't be? I would have been devastated. And the thing of it is, my car was under the carport, but the tree, when it fell right behind the carport. If I wouldn't have been pulled up under the carport as far as I was, something on my tongue, it would have taken out the back end of my car too. My son's car was luckily, fortunately, also under the carport, so nothing happened to his car either. But still, the tree fell, and it broke into a billion pieces halfway up our driveway. We have a long driveway. And I had an appointment today that I needed to go, talk to the financial lady about the hospital bill that I got from where I ended up in the hospital last month. And I was like, how am I going to get out to go talk to this lady in the morning? I'm blocked in, right? There's a big old tree behind my car. And so my son had to get out there with an axe, and bless his heart, he got it all out of the way for me in time for me to, for those that don't know, I live out in the county, and he got it all out of the way for me. So I was able to take the long winding journey to the city. And if you notice that you're bouncing, it's because, like always, you're on my bed with me. Anyway, that's my recent news. And I do have some finished objects that I want to show you, and some yarn. You're going to go, what? After I got done talking to the financial assistance lady at the hospital, I ran over to Hobby Lobby because I realized this was their 30% off week, right? Well, I know spring's on the way. I always seem to work backwards. I always want to gravitate. I gravitate toward the fall colors when it's spring, and the spring colors when it's fall. I don't know why. I just gotta be a rebel, I suppose. Check that out. I hope the colors are showing true. I'll have to pull down my glasses to read the stats and all that good stuff, but and I don't really know. It's kind of got a jean wash look to it, like it's not just solid dyed colors that go one to the other. That's the best way I can think to explain it, but it's called Cinnamon Cedar is the name of it, and it's the I Love This yarn. And I never did see anything on here about the weight, but I'm assuming it's a 4. Looks like your standard worsted 4. And it's 100% acrylic. 252 yards. So, yeah. Recommends an eye hook for crochet, obviously. So, while it was 30% off, I just grabbed 2 of those, even though it's freaking coming springtime. I don't know. I don't remember the name of this thing that I'm working on right now, which is typical for me, right? But it's one of those that starts out super skinny, and then it will widen up to a certain point, and then you gradually decrease so that it ends the same way it began. Can't remember what it's called. But I have a finished one, and I'll show that one to you here in just a moment. But I made it out of this Line Brand Summer Nights yarn, and the color on this is Dolomites, and it has that ever so subtle sequins running through it. If you can see it, I don't know. Let's see. I see a piece right there. Yeah. And if anybody wants to know, there are 273 yards in this one, and it's a 90% acrylic and a 10% polyester. It says it's a 4 medium too, and it recommends an eye hook, crochet hook. So it's soft. It's like almost like a bouncy soft. And I know this has been out for a while, but I didn't get any. I had to wait till it went on sale. So, as usual. So anyway, here's one that I finished, and I thought I was being smart by saving the label so that I would not forget. That's what I do, and I keep the labels on my stuff until after I show you guys. So let me get it all unfolded. See, this is side I started with, just like with this one. That dark blue turquoisey color is in the middle of the cake, and it does not have the sequins in this color. I don't know why. It don't. And it hits it here, and you can see it really blinging. Okay, and the color will travel. And then I started my my decrease, and as you can see, the colorway continues to change. I did a few rows where I skipped one, do 2, skip 1, and half double crochet, and you always work in a back loop only also. And I'm bringing my hair up with it until you get back down, just like where you started. So there it is. I like these kinds of scarves, wraps, whatever I don't know what you call them, but I like them. Whether you throw it around back or pull it up front, however you do it, I think they're really cute. And one thing about me, I noticed I need to get myself some more. I'm tying my hair up in it. I need to get myself some more plain shirts, because I tend to buy florals and prints and things like that, so that the things I make end up being it's too busy. It clashes with the things that I'm crocheting. I'm like, I want to wear what I'm making. Some of it, because I tend to work with a lot of thinner yarns. This is kind of actually on the more bulky side for me, but I really like it, and I like to be able to get some more. So there's that. Oh wow, I'm almost 9 minutes in. I haven't even shown you all the other stuff I made. There may have to be a part 2. But I also had bought this Stylecraft Cabaret, and this is in the colorway Underwater Rainbow. And I posted pictures of this on my Facebook and my Instagram. Some of you guys I know have already probably seen it, but let me take this label off of it if I can. And I also got to remember, my camera only records up to 30 minutes, so. This is the Almond Ridge stitch, and I do apologize about the glare. So in order to, I can either show you what I've made with it, or I can read you the statistics of the yarn, and you'll have my glasses glare. But this is what it looks like, and it's a scarf, and I hate to say just a scarf, but it's a lovely scarf, isn't it? I love it. Almond Ridge stitch. That's what it is. If you want to, here on YouTube, type in Almond Ridge stitch crochet tutorial, it'll pop up. So, there it is. Isn't it cute? So, that's that finished one. And also, same yarn. By the way, let's see, I'm trying to think. This one, I used 2 whole skeins, which now I'm going to have to give you the statistics. It was 2 whole skeins for that first scarf. And there are, how many yards? How many yards? How many yards? Where's it out? This is why I don't like to read all these statistics. 251 yards approximately, it says. 98% premium acrylic, 2% polyester. That's why I don't like reading labels. It takes too long. Time that, I could be showing you what I did, because that's where all the work is in, the time you sit and make these things. Drunken Granny stitch. And it's a skinny scarf, because I bought 3 of them, and so I used 2 to make this one, and I only had the 1 left, so I made the Drunken Granny stitch skinny scarf. And it just keeps going and going and going. Whoop. Like that. It's plenty long enough. Whether you're a plus size girl like me or a little chicklet, it'll look good. So, there's that. And I love the colorway Underwater Rainbow. I really want to get some more of this too. Yeah. Drunken Granny, there again. Type it in on YouTube if you are not familiar with it, and a tutorial for it will come up, because that's where I find 99% of my tutorials. I don't read patterns. Here's our shawl in a ball in the colorway Peaceful Earth. I used apparently 1 to make 2 items. So I'll show you that. Well, I made actually technically 4 items, because I had leftover yarn, and I made matching scrunchies. See? But this is that same scarf, just like the first one I showed you, with the what do you call it? With the Sunset Nights yarn. It's folded in half, but there it is. And this goes all through the colorway. See, there's the widest point of it, right there. They're pretty. I love these mossy greens in it. I don't know if it's showing up mossy on there, but it is. And it goes into like a deep mossy green. And I got that back when Line Brand was doing their, I actually looked up and hit it when they were doing the 5 for 10, not the 4 for 10. Remember, they did a lot of 4 for 10? And then one evening I just happened to catch it when they did 5 for 10. So there's that, and like I said, a matching scrunchie to go with it. And I've done something here because I had some left over from the same skein. I didn't bring another. I only bought 1. I wish I would have bought more. This one's a little bit different. It's in the brown tones. This one's in the green tones. And same thing, only on just a little smaller scale. Just a little. A little scarflet. Scarflet? Is that even a word? It is now. It's a scarflet. I love this yarn. Opium Palette by King Cole. Love this stuff. Matter of fact, this is the second colorway I worked with. This one's Pina Colada. But I had worked with one other color, and I'm pointing that way as if you can see. It was called Sunrise or something like that. But these turned out better. So, I'm not even going to worry about showing you the first 2 I made. And yep, as always, a hair. But this is just a really loose fashion scarf. Beautifulness. This is some sort of a cluster stitch. I wish I could remember the name. Oh gosh. I'm sorry guys. I suck at remembering what I've done. But it looks like 2 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet, all in the same, and then looks like you chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double, anyway, it's a cluster of some sort. I have made so much stuff with this. You would think it would be embedded in my head, because I find a stitch I like and I just burn it up until I can't stand to do it anymore. But so that was a small one. And this one, there again I had 3 skeins of this, and that one was 1, and this one took 2. And I put, if I can get a hold of it, put some big tassels and a hair on the end of it. And it just is the same, I believe it's the same stitch. No, this is the other, like just like the other one, the Drunken Granny, I do believe. Anyway, I love the lumpy and the bumpy, and I think that light is washing it out a little bit, because this is like a darker purple berry, but it's not grape. I can't explain it. It's got, you know, tones of like a peachy, strawberry, like a faded strawberry, orchid purple colors, down into like ivories. Not white, it's not white, it's more of an ivory. So there's that. And I love it, love it, love it. It goes from real thick to thin to, I mean, when I say thin, let me give you a close-up. See, it's places where it's almost like a thread, not quite a thread, but you know, really, really thin. But I don't mind it at all. I absolutely, I love it. Back to a little bit of glare here for a moment, because I know somebody's going, what is it? Kinko Opium Palette. Colorway, like I said, is Pina Colada. 54% cotton, 42% premium acrylic, 4% polyamide. There are 273 yards per skein, and like I said, this one took 2 full skeins. Mostly because, you know, I added these big tassels. That took quite a lot of the yarn to do that. Pina Colada. If you can see that. And gosh, I have other stuff, but it's kind of really boring stuff, if you want my opinion, because where I haven't filmed in a while, or you know, recorded. I used my mandala. That is not what that goes to. I had made what I call another one of my Fruity Pebble hats, because it looks like the cereal Fruity Pebbles. And that's just where you work the half double crochet in the back loop, and you do it in a rectangle and sew it together and cinch the top and all that good stuff. So that's what I'm saying. I have other things, and there again, I know, but it was still cold weather when I made this, and I'm gonna keep making hats even in the middle of summer, because they're small projects, and you know, they don't burn you up to make a hat like it does to sit and make a blanket or a throw, which I'll probably do that too, let's be real. Let's see if there's anything else here that I just gotta show you. Yeah, I'll show you, but it's a scarf in that Drunken Granny, and this was the yarn that Hirschman's had on sale, the Red Heart. Oh gosh. Anyway, it's back when they had it for $1 a skein, or a skein, however you say it, and it's super long. Oh, I know the label is in here somewhere, and I'll find it when I shut off the recorder. Let's see. Apparently I made 2 of those hats, but I added some of the white trim. That was an ice yarn too. Morella. This is Morella. Both of them are. Which colorway? I don't know. And then I had made this one, which is, it can be, obviously, you can fold it up and put a brim on it if you want to do that. Puh, got my own hair in my mouth. See if there's anything else. This is also the almond stitch, just like in that very first thing that I showed you. Only I made a hat out of it. I want to say this was a yarn that I got at Premier when it was on sale, but I can't remember the name of it. Let's see. And I made 2 of those. That's why I keep looking over there, because the one I actually like better is on my mannequin head. But it isn't that always the way. Had some left over, so I made a headband, twisted, it's twisted in the center. What else? Yarn Art Melody. Where did I get this? Oh golly, I don't know. But it looks like I did there again, the Drunken Granny. This is it was what was a leftover that I had, so I made a quick cowl out of it. See that? It was just some leftover, because I hate having leftover. And then I, even after I got this done, I had a little bit more left over. So I was sitting here, and one of my girlfriends was spending the night with me, and made her a scrunchie with what I had to completely finish it up. So, I know I didn't read the stats on everything, but if you really want to know, just ask me down in the comment section. And other than that, hopefully we don't have any more trees coming down. No more damage. Well, we're really bouncing now. I need to stop moving. And hopefully the financial place at the hospital can help me out with all these bills and stuff. But I do still have the stitch markers. If anybody's interested in those, just let me know. At some point I will have to, when you produce stuff, you got to keep it nearby in case anybody's interested in it. I can't just put it away, because then I'll be like, where did I put it? You know how that goes. But at some point I will have to put all these things I've made back in my chest, and who knows if I'll ever see them again. So if you're interested, try to let me know relatively soon. And other than that, if you're ever interested in any of my finished objects that I show, this is another little cowl that I made out of that same almond ridge stitch. It was obviously a leftover yarn, because that's what I do. I have so many. This would look almost like not a dickie per se, because it doesn't have the chest plate, but it almost looks like it would, anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, maybe. If I ever show anything that you guys are interested in, if anybody watches this that doesn't crochet but would like to have something I've made, or if you do crochet but you would like to have something I've made, everything's always for sale. Always. I would never turn down making $1 here and there, because goodness knows the bills don't stop coming, do they? Anyway. Oh, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Anyway, I'm going to call this the bouncing channel, but anyway. Stop saying anyway. Alright, guys. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Glad to have everybody here that's been with me. I have like 1,020 something subscribers now, which technically I could do lives, but I don't know that I'll ever do anything like that, because a little bit gun shy. I have a hard enough time just recording I mean, you know, I'm my own worst critic. Like, you had a hair in your eye. You had a hair on the thing you were showing. You know, blah, blah, blah. Pick myself apart. But anyway, we all know how that goes. So, until next time, I hope you guys are safe and happy and all that good stuff. And holler at your girl. Bye.